Modern English, 98.7 WFGR. He'll stop the world and melt with you. Andy O, Dave Cackley, and as we've been telling you for a little while, we've got Morgan Janema in here from the Kent District. Is it right, Janema?
It's Jarima, actually.
Jarima.
Oh, way to screw that up.
Well, you know what? Excuse me.
Already took a nosedive.
What would you have done?
I would have just said Morgan.
Oh, you would have.
Hi, Morgan. It's great to have you in.
Thank you so much.
We're done talking to Dave. That's enough of him.
My name is not important.
No.
My message is important.
Talk a little bit about the now, because honestly, Dave here is a library patron
Yes,
Great.
I love the
at the
library.
Kent District Library.
Yes.
I am not.
Okay.
I have not been a library patron since probably the 8th grade at Assumption School in Belmont.
That is so unfortunate.
What libraries to me, and I think they just seem to have become an afterthought. Is that the case with a lot of people?
I think a lot of people who haven't used the library in a while
Yes.
feel that way.
And I'm here to tell you, I'm guilty.
I have my whole life. I've been working for Kent District Library for about 2 years, and when I go out to the branches, even I am still amazed at how freaking busy they are.
Really? Wow.
They're just great places to go, chill out, read. You can check out videos. It's awesome.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but it just seems that everything is so much at the touch of a finger that libraries have had to kind of, find newer ways to attract people to come into them.
You know what? And here's the thing: is we're not even doing a whole. Well, we are doing a whole lot to attract people to come into the branches, but you don't even have to go to a library to use the library service. Do you know that you can stream movies and TV shows now?
No.
Using your library card for free.
Through the library.
Why are you paying for it?
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Ebooks. You can download ebooks.
He hears the word free and he's all
exactly.
over it. That's all there is to
You
that.
can download music for free
Really?
using your
Library,
KDL
yes.
library card.
This is all through
right.
the Kent District Library.
Absolutely.
Dude,
I guess. I mean,
really?
Missing the boat.
I'm
the
telling
boat's
you.
over here, you're over here.
Well, that's the story of my life. It's always been that way. Pick
Yep.
on the fat kid.
Yep.
Thanks, Dave, for bringing that up. I was trying to look cool in this interview, but no, you got to screw it up for me.
But there are still plenty of good reasons to physically go into a library, and KD Ale is one of them.
Let's talk about
Beer.
beer.
Beer in
and
the library.
books.
Let's talk about it.
We know that when people think of libraries these days, they often think of beer. There's an
Let's see.
explosion.
Gonna get a Nancy Drew book and a 12-pack.
And a Pabst.
That's right. And a growler.
That's right.
Explosion in popularity right now in craft beers in Michigan. There's brewery openings like crazy. People are brewing at home. I don't brew at home, but I do make cider at home.
Yeah.
One of the ways that I learned to do that was by checking out books from the library.
Really?
I looked online, I watched YouTube videos, but having the book in front of me to turn the pages as I was learning to do it, knowing what the ingredients were, and finding people to talk to who have been through it was really, really made it a lot easier for me to do that at home. And that's what we're hoping to do with the home brewing series. More and more people are coming in, checking out books on beer and brewing at home. And so we thought we would bring beer into the library, literally in some cases, and teach people how to do it.
Now, if you get these people all hopped up on a few beers in there, do you still make them stay quiet? Or do you have rowdy time?
And an occasional whoop of joy
Once
is
in a
not
while?
unheard of
Okay,
in
all
our
right.
libraries.
Wanted to make sure that was okay.
Yeah.
So I assume libraries have to have liquor licenses now too to.
Actually, this is happening all over the country. Libraries are doing beer brewing series, and
Like a seminar.
each one of the KDL libraries is owned by the communities where they are, and so we've had to jump through some hoops there for our beer tastings with Fred Biltman, the beer evangelist from New Holland Brewing. He's going to come in and talk about pairing foods with beers.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's a huge thing.
People will be able to taste, and I mean taste. They're not chugging beers. We do have a limit on how much people can consume.
Probably a good thing I quit drinking a while ago.
Well, it's become like wine tasting now,
Right.
With the beer aficionados. There are beer snobs. I've been accused of beer snobbery at times.
Have you really?
Oh, yes, exactly. I like my ambers, my porters, and my stouts.
Is this an ongoing thing, or do you have a couple of set dates, or is it like a week? Tell me, how's it work?
We do have set dates. All this is kicking off next week with a tour of Rockford Brewing Company. That's Wednesday, January 15th, and we're also doing it again on February 19th at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
People stop into Rockford Brewing. They get a tour, backstage pass. They're going to be discounts on some tastings, and we will have library staffers there bringing in some books on home brewing and having a little book club discussion afterward over some brewskis.
You know what book
Nice.
club is? That's a code word.
Mhm.
That's a teacher code word.
Yeah.
Friday afternoons, 3:30, 4 o'clock.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's get
right.
together for book club.
For
Book
book
club.
club.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
We're going to be doing that at Schmoes Brewery on Patterson Wednesday, February 5th at 7:30 p.m. as well. As part of this series, GR Makers are going to come into a few branches and give talks about what ingredients and equipment they need to home brew. That's February 15th, 6:30 p.m. at the Granville branch. February 17th, 6:30 p.m. at the Cascade branch. Wednesday, February 19th, 6:30 p.m. at the Alpine Township branch. And then those two tastings with Fred Biltman from New Holland Brewing are January 30th at 6 p.m. at the Kentwood branch. I will be there with my husband.
Nice.
And February 13th at 6 p.m. at the East Grand Rapids branch. All events are free. You don't have to register for anything except for the beer tastings because they're checking IDs at the door.
Now, at the East Grand Rapids branch, is this going to be a Pinky's Up event, or do you just grab it and drink?
It's going to be totally cash.
There
Okay,
you go.
totally cash.
Totally cash.
This
Yes.
is awesome that the library has branched out into this kind of
See,
thing.
this is what you miss out not going to library.
Yeah, you know, I
man.
got my mother-in-law's a librarian. She works at the Hespetucky Library. I'm not saying Hesperia's got the most extensive book collection, but you know, I did see a Dukes of Hazzard DVD set in there.
There you go. There you go.
And you can check that out for free.
Talk about some of the other things that the library's up to. I mean, you have all kinds of literacy programs for kids, I would hope.
Of course.
Yeah?
All kinds of literacy programs for kids. We've got classes in computer skills that happen all year long. Those are always free. Job search resources, job search classes.
Wow.
For adults, summer reading club is huge for people of all ages. Last year, KDL had the highest participation in the state. About 28,000 people
No kidding.
participated in summer reading club, and there's prizes,
Really?
gift cards, all kinds of
Cool.
crazy stuff.
Just keep reading, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, I have to be the one that stands here and admits it. I've lost touch with the libraries, and there's nobody to blame but
That's
me.
too bad. We'd love to have you back.
Well, I'll work on that.
Okay.
KDL.org is the website. We'll put all this up online at WFGR.com as well.
Great.
And link everybody over there so they can find out more about KDL. Morgan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Was it that bad? Because you looked a little nervous.
No, it was great.
You're good?
Fine.
Yep.
You sure?
Just early.
Just early.
It's just early.
Just early.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yeah, well, I feel the same way every morning at about 3 when that alarm clock goes off. KDL.org. Find out about KDL. And Morgan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, you bet.
98.7